Hi there, I'm Birgit O'Connor, and welcome to my studio. Today I have a guest artist, my granddaughter Gwen, and what we're going to be doing is painting some very simple butterflies. What we'll be using is the wet and wet technique, which means we're going to apply water first and then drop in the color and allow the color to find its path on the surface. This is great for beginners, young children, or anybody who just wants to have fun and watch the color move. So as you can see here, they're very loose. Up here, you can see it's a bit more controlled, but we want to really work with our watercolor and really experience it instead of trying to control it. I think you're going to have a lot of fun. And Gwen, what do you think? You think you like this loose technique?
Yeah.
It's super fun, and you can use a student set with this. That way, you have really bright colors, and you can use a student grade brush and paper, and just have fun with it. It's a wonderful concept, makes wonderful cards, and a great gift. So let's get started and have some fun. For this painting, I thought it would be a lot of fun to do a very simple butterfly. And before I apply it to my watercolor paper, I just want to give you an idea of what we're going to do. Now, what's really fun is that I'm going to think about a big wing over here. Maybe that's a little too big. At least doing it on a sketch piece of paper, it's going to give me an idea if that's the size that I want to work on. Now that's kind of nice. Something like that would be fun. Then I need to go ahead and make its little body right in the middle, and then I need to try to match it on this side. So let's have its little body about there, and then maybe I'll put another wing over here, bring that down. It doesn't need to be exact, but just trying to get in and around like that. Now that's all we need to do. I like that. And maybe I'll put another one over here. I could put a big butterfly over here or a small one. I'm just thinking about the size space that I have. And down here, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to let my water and color do the work for me once I get an idea where I want to put them. So let's take a look and see what I have, something like that. Then I'm going to start by just getting some water in here in the wings. Maybe I'll even do a few of them at the same time. Let's see how that works. And by putting the water in, then the color will be able to move. So I'll use the yellow that I have over here. Let's go ahead and just putting it in and hoping that it's going to travel in the water that I have on the surface. Something like that. And maybe add, how about if I brought some red in there or something? Let's take a look at that. That's kind of fun. And I'm not really trying to worry too much about it or be perfect. We're just getting a little color in there. Just like that. So it's traveling in the water. This is pretty yellow. That's fun. It's loose. And maybe I'll even bring some tails down like that. I like that. I think I want a bit more color in there. So I'm just going to go ahead and drop it in. Let it move. Then I'm going to go over here to this one because that is pretty yellow. Let's tone that down a little bit. I want enough water on the surface so the color can still move. That's okay. Let's add a little tail on that. Then we'll let that start to dry a little bit. Maybe I can take a little brown or blue and tone it down a tad, a little bit. And a little bit down here, not much. Let's let that dry. That would be fun. Then let's move on to another one. I'm looking at the water on the surface. Do we still have our water there? Is that purple going to be nice? Let's take a look. I like that. Let's put the purple in there. Now you can use any color you like. And you can see if I don't have that water in there, I get a really hard line like that, which can work. That's okay. Maybe I'll put lines in like that. Maybe throw in a little more of my reds down there. That's fun. Then move down to the bottom. Just touch a few of those lines. What if we touch that on the bottom? How's that going to look? That's fun. That's very simple. Let's bring that color up to the body. Oh, I like that. Maybe I'll take that blue, bring it over here. That might be nice. I'm not paying too much attention to the pencil line. I'm letting the color travel through the water, finding its own edges. What if we take that yellow, mix it into that blue? What would happen? That's kind of nice. That's a different kind of butterfly. Let's put another little mini purple one in here. Let the color travel to the edge of the water. Now what I really like is how the color traveled and mingled, and that was a lot of fun. And I can't really put the bodies in right now because otherwise all that color is going to bleed. But what I could do, which might be fun, is if we take some of that color like this and let's spatter. Let's see what happens. We'll call this the magic. And then it also bleeds into our blue, which is really nice. What would happen if I come up there? Oh, that's nice too. Very loose and pretty. Let's take some of our orange. Fun. Okay, so we need that to dry a little bit. But what could we do? We want to get the bodies in there. So I'm looking at how shiny the surface is. If it's really like a puddle, then I can have a problem. I'm going to take whatever dark color I have in my palette. It's like a blackish color, or what about a dark purple? Do I have a dark purple? That'd be fun. And I want to wait for most of this to dry, otherwise it's just going to run and it's not going to look very good. But basically, we're going to get the little head in there, bring the body down. I think I went a little too chubby on that. The head up there. It's a dark purple head and the body. The head and the body. The same thing over here. Head and body. You can see it's starting to run. I just don't want it to go too far. And then the head and the body. That's pretty neat. And then let's add its little antennas. Now you can use a pen, or I'm going to use a little tiny brush like this. Let's see if I can get what I want. And to get a bit more control, I'm going to support my hand and I'll just see what happens. That's close enough. But what about, just curious, we touch a few of those little areas. I'm taking that purple and that magenta into my butterfly right there. Let's put some tips on it. That's kind of nice. Mixing the purple and the magenta. maybe some little dots. If yours is dry, you can put the dots in. And maybe a few more little dots over there. That's fun. Makes it exotic. I just don't want to overdo it. Add a few little dots. Little dots. That's fun. This is still pretty wet. Let's go ahead and get a few dots up there. Maybe even put the lines, pull it into the center. Now we've got some wonderful little butterflies. Well, thank you for joining us today. I hope you had fun and that you learned something new, and you also learned how to be a little looser with your brushstroke. So if you're interested in more of these lessons, don't forget to subscribe. And until next time, have fun and happy painting.
Bye.
Thanks. That was wonderful. I loved that. Okay.
Sorry.